right into our first matchup in the J1 Climax. Nayo Nakata to take on Valentina Salinas. Also, how this will work: 8 matches, 4 for each block. We'll be flip-flopping from the blocks throughout the show. 1 from A, 1 from B, 1 from A, 1 from B, until we have all 4 matches for that week done. We'll see your ma and my wife. But with that all out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, who do you have? Who's getting their first points on the board? Will it be Nayo Nakata or will it be Valentina Salinas? Let thy voices be heard. No, on my way. One day call me, somebody don't know me. Throw me up and down, I leave a grandma and draw me. Know if you pop them songs, oh, I feel they know me. Ha! In the game of all those glory. The word is man, and we like it, take it slowly. Happy days, me call it, now my bun sad story. Anyway, me the in the world, my dogs them roll me. Me laugh at Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall with a 25-minute time limit and is a first round matchup in the J1 Climax. Introducing first, from Yamaguchi, Japan, she is Nakata Nayo. Nayo Nakata, of course, wanting to make a great appearance here. Also, yeah, a lot of people are liking your Lola Bunny outfit, JJ. No, I have nothing against face paint or Scotch people. Anyway, though, Nayo Nakata, of course, wanting to make a good impression here. Continuing to try and make her name and her presence known here in JSW. And maybe the J1 Climax can do that just for her. I mean, of course, our previous winner being one Julia R. Patrick did a lot for her. So much so that she went crazy thinking she was still chasing dreams on her. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent from Belo Horizonte, Brazil. She is the fashionista Valentina Salinas. Of course, Valentina Salinas as well, trying to look for her own footing here in JSW. Like I said, you know, the J1 Climax made Julia our hat trick. Could do wonders for some women here in JSW. It might also help maybe Valentina, as she probably, you know, maybe made some friends. So full of herself, though, is Valentina Salinas. Almost makes me scared that we could have another Julia R. hat trick on our hands if she wins the J1. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nayo's ready. Valentina's ready. And our new referee here ringing the bell, and our first match of the J1 is underway as a lockup here. Valentina now getting behind Nayo. Nayo now getting behind Valentina. Locking up here at the race. Nayo Nakata, like I said, definitely can be a huge jumpstart to her career here in JSW. Already has been rather impressive. before, but then again, she is in the ring with someone like Valentina Salinas, the fashionista of Radius. Which, check out Radius. Good friends over there who should be starting up hopefully within the new year in 2022. So we got locked up here, and now getting behind once again is Valentina Salinas with the takedown there to Nao Nakata as her down on the mat. Trying to venture around and tossing Nao to the side. You know, you gotta admit here, these two young women who again wanna make a big statement, wanna get themselves in higher contention areas in JSW, and what a way you can do that if what the hell are you doing? Full of herself is Valentina anyway, as I was saying, wanting to definitely make, you know, their own big statement is unloading with those punches. There's Valentina Salinas. Ugh. From a little I don't know, weird on making calls, it's been a little bit. I need to not take so many breaks. Anyway, kick to the gut there by Nao Nakata with a kick to the back of the leg. Another note, blocked there by Valentina. Anyway, oh! Huge German there by Valentina. Pop-up German almost. There we go now in the lateral. Press one and a kick out of one. Now, take down there by Nao Nakata. Nakata now driving those knees right into the leg of Valentina Salinas. Picking her right back up. Nao now throwing Valentina off the ropes here and catching her with the back elbow. Like I've said, both these women have been impressive in their showings here in JSW. And one of them might be able to get a chance to go into higher spectrum, maybe taking an early lead in that the J1 here with the first victory of Climax. Now the fashionista heading up top to the top rope, gonna look to fly here, and no, couldn't get that senton off. Nao moving on the way, and then a big boo as Nao fired up here. Back there, and oh, huge German suplex. Stomp once again. Nao now trying to work over the arm. Valentina Salinas. I'm doing great, JMJ. Thank you for asking. How are you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon, sir? In fact, how is everyone doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? Valentina pushing off Nao here. And a drop kick there to the back. Salinas, very flamboyant woman she is. Definitely showing that here. Look at this one. Trying to get this Nagata crowd, of course, as we are back home at our studio here in Nagata, Japan. Getting this Nagata crowd behind me. We got an update to the studio, by the way. It's a bit bigger. A bit more roomier. Nope. Kicked in the head there. Nice! Subway is great. Not sponsored, but Subway's really good. No! Oh, boo yourself, Adrian. Nao up on top. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have loads more action in the J1 coming for you guys later today. Oh! That is thin turning on the outside. That is not a way you want to take yourself out. Ah, damn. Now Nakata throwing Valentina back inside the ring. It's down there from Nao. Nao Nakata now. Then Valentina on the ropes, they're going to toss her off. Of course, if you want the most optimal way to try and take an early lead, you want to get that pinfall or submission victory. Big heel kick there, hooking the leg. Could this be Nao's 2 points right here? 1, 2. No. As I was going to say, yeah. You want to take that optimal first lead. Pinfall or submission victory is the route you want to go. Make sure to take that early lead. And keep up the momentum that way. Oh! Nao just slamming down Valentina Salinas. Now has Salinas on the leg, but Salinas! Catching the boot right there to the face. Valentina now, no arm drag there by Nao. Nao trying to go for the kick, but now Valentina's blocked it. Valentina off the ropes, Nao pops her up and no! Slamming her down Could you even do it again off the ropes? Popping up once again, slams her down. Now, nope. And down in the back there. Now trying to work her over here. Neo wrenching down on that back. Wrenching down on the chin, I should say. Has that chin locked up there. Valentina not gonna let go. It's simple. You just boo yourself, Adrian. It's not that hard to boo yourself. I've done it before. Anyway, Valentina now gonna go up top. Valentina gonna look to fly, maybe hit that fashionista bomb. Here we go, fashionista bomb! Connecting there from Valentina Salinas. And this gets Salinas her first 2 points here in the J1. 1, 2, no. Quick 2 count of the kick out. Well, then just do it more. I don't know what else you want from me. There we go. Valentina with the scoop slam there. 2, Neo Nakata. Valentina now huge no. Could get the thrust kick off there with a super kick, I should say. Now has her up here on the shoulders. Valentina gonna drop Neo neck first there on the ropes. Of course, loss here, I mean, it doesn't fully detriment you, but it does put you behind. Now probably a 1, 2, no, kick out of 2 there. Got a big forearm strike there. No, rolls through, toe drop, takedown there by Valentina. Valentina now Northern Lights to Neo Nakata. Of course, we have loads more great action coming up for you guys. More action, A block. That'll be later as Rene Onishi takes on Miyako, Mizuna Kurosaki with Christy Redding, and Adriana Devon to take on Tokuwaza. Up next, of course, your first match in the B block is Hina Sato to take on Yuki Kurosaki, as well as you got Kazachi to take on Cherry Bomb, Ichi Kakai to take on Bad Amy, and Kana Kenti taking on Roy Mercedes. I don't know who agreed for Roy to be in here, but Valentina putting down Leo. I don't know who agreed for Roy to be in here, but goddamn it, try another 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. Who agreed to let Roy in the J1? Is it Amber? Goddamn Amber. But as well as you can see there, a couple of our partners there on the ring mat. As no fascination bomb couldn't connect it there. As I was going to say though, a couple of our partners there on the ring mat. BFI, great action, which I believe they're coming back real soon. As well as our partners LGF coming back next month. The Radius, like I said, starting in 2K22, and DFW coming out 1, 2, 3. Neo Nakata gets those first 2 points on the board from the lovely. Yeah, I talk really fast. So Neo Nakata can't count out Valentina there, but Neo Nakata definitely getting the much needed first 2 points. What a way to set yourself up high. There it is. This is probably where everything went downhill. That fashionista bomb. Oh man, they're not going to show the 2K out. Oh well, but ladies and gentlemen, your winner getting her first 2 points on the board. Nakata Neo. Neo Nakata. That's happened to me sometimes. Word vomit, man. Word vomit happens. Of course, though, congrats, though, to Neo Nakata getting those first 2 points on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. First, B-block matchup. Next, as Hina Sato goes one-on-one against Yuki Kurosaki. Also, to get into the spirit, happy Halloween, everyone. So do you have, ladies and gentlemen, first B block matchup? Hina Sato going one-on-one against Yuki Kurosaki. Love ads. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a B block matchup in the J1 Climax. Introducing first from Nagasaki, Japan, she is Sato Hina. Of course, Hina Sato trying to continue for her conquest of gold, and what better way to do that than get into that J1? Become a Case of Dreams holder and then challenge possibly Lady Winters for that title and capture the big one. Of course, that is the goal for most women here, trying to dethrone the Lady of Joshi herself. Sato, though, been on this conquest ever since she challenged for the Intercontinental title, coming up short, written in the stars, and then we saw a little decline, disappearance from Hina up until recently, finally coming back, and now has been on, I guess you could say, a warpath. That warpath has now led her into the J1. Can't deny this woman, the mark of death is pretty much, you could say, on every woman here in JSW. Question is, though, if Sato, Hina's ready for a match like this against a woman like Yuki. I mean, Hina's shown to taking on tougher opponents in the past, but I mean, Yuki's broken her face before, and she likes to run me over with a tank every moment she gets. Love ads. Love ads. Don't you all love ads? I love ads. Hey, welcome in VPW. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent. From Tokyo, Japan. She is the Winter Flower, Yuki Kurosaki. Yuki Kurosaki, of course, hasn't had much luck recently here since coming to JSW, but the J1 can always turn things around. You never know. You know, Yuki Kurosaki has always been like I said, impressive in other places. One of the EWTV partners, WPW, of course, the woman who had broken Sophia Winter's face. Well, it's a matter of time until we see that Yuki here, but here we go. Hina's ready. Yuki Kurosaki's ready. The referee ringing the bell. No red shoes here. I'm surprised. We're back in Nagata. You'd think we'd have red shoes, but I guess after some things that transpired, Red Shoes was not welcome back. Anyway, though, Hina unloading with this clubbing assault here to the face of Kurosaki. Hina, though, nope. Over to the gut there, but Yuki now has Hina Sato, but Sato getting behind Kurosaki. And a huge drop kick there. Now Kurosaki coming down Hina with the stop there to the back. Yuki slamming the arm down of Hina Sato and drives that knee right into the face. Of course, it's interesting to note both Kurosaki sisters, Yuki and Mizuna, in the J1 on different blocks. It's going to be interesting to see how things turn out in the coming weeks for both sisters. I wonder if one's going to, you know, show superiority over the other. You never know. You never know with these things. Now, Sato trying to slow things down for her pace. Of course, getting that mark of death probably latched in on Yuki Kurosaki. I apologize for that. Oh, damn. Yuki now gonna work over the legs here of Hina Sato. Is gonna stamp those knees down. No, Yuki taking out Sato, and Yuki pandering here to this Nagata crowd, you know. Can't hate on our fans here in JSW. Then with Yuki, I'll probably get Yuki now. I mean, Hina, my bad. Both women wearing red and black. Almost looked like it'd be a tag team, but Hina, though, picking Yuki up by the boot. This could already be spelling the ending disaster for Yuki Kurosaki with a spinning heel kick there. Oh, that was good again. Hina now playing down Yuki Kurosaki slams to the arm there of Yuki, and now Hina gonna hook the leg here on Yuki. 1, 2. I think I got the 2 there. Now Sato looking up for something big here. Sato has Yuki, but Yuki with a kick to the gut of Hina. And Kurosaki now has Hina up, but oh, Hina getting behind and pushing Yuki off. And clothesline Yuki over the top of it onto the outside. Now Sato up on top, and Hina, Sato, no! Again, that's thin padding out there. If you're landing roughly, you could knock yourself out, which might be bad. I mean, good for your opponent. Could possibly get that count-out victory, but bad for you. You could possibly get yourself injured. Here we go, though, trying to work on the arm now. Here's Yuki. Yuki, though, has Hina up on the shoulders. Looking for this huge torture rack bomb. Covering in as well, but the referee calling for a rope break. Nope. Big down there and driving that knee there into the face. Now Yuki heading up top here. Kurosaki could be looking to fly. It's landing right down on top of Hina Sato. Yuki now gonna pick up Hina, but Hina gonna push her off. Sato now gonna look at once again. These are two women on a warpath of gold, if you look at it. Yuki, who just came in recently and wants to make herself back known here to her home country, or her home people. Or Hina Sato wants to be on that warpath towards gold. So now Sato here with the cover. 1, 2. Pick it up 2 there. Here's a big chop to the chest now by Kurosaki. Yuki off the ropes with a suicide dive. Kicking out Hina Sato. The referee officially starting the 20 count, already on with the count of 2. Count of 3 now as these two women continuing to brawl. Remember, if it is a count out, or a count out draw, it's awarded 2 points. Time limit draw awarded 2 points as well. Or count out itself, 1 point, my bad. 1 point on count out or time limit draw. Others count out victory or count out draw, 1 point. Won't do you so good as now Yuki running back inside the ring, followed by Hina. An elbow there by Sato. Sato now has Kurosaki here by the head. Trying to work over that leg with the dragon screw there. Hugo trying to work her over here with that airy trash neck breaker. Stop to the head, and once again, could be looking for that spinning heel kick here, as I believe she is picking Yuki up here by the boot. What the hell? That didn't happen. No! Spinning heel kick connecting. One of those vicious headbutts there. No. Throwing her head repeatedly over and over and over there into the corner. Yuki and Hina showing no love lost between the two whatsoever. Now that triangle chokehold locked in here. But no, the referee or Hina able to get out of it. Now Yuki has Hina up. No! Hina able to turn things around. Sato now driving his knees into the back of Kurosaki and plants her down on the mat. Of course, I think Yuki might be having a couple of head issues here. Don't know if Hina could have concussed her. Now trying to have that chin lock wrapped in once again. Maybe trying to get Yuki to tap or get the referee to maybe call the match off. Getting to apply pressure here towards the head and neck area. Something definitely Yuki's not wanting here. Triangle for the top, couldn't connect the triangle for a forearm strike, but instead kick there to the gut. And a big heel to the face there. First, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick sec just to give a shout out to our partners in BFI, LGF, DFW, SCD, and Viva One, as well as Project Meridian. All great people. Can't forget as well as our great partners over at VPW. I don't know if I said them yet. VPW, great place as well. If the mods or someone quickly put in the commands for all our great partners. No, the referee had to count of three. That 20 count of these two containing a brawl here on the outside. You know, you'd think if you're probably having a couple of head issues, Yuki, outside wouldn't be the best place for you to go right now. As Hina Sato telling Yuki to get back in this ring, and there's Yuki right there, slamming Sato down. And there's our great partners, Velocity Pro Wrestling. Check them out. Though the commentator is kind of weird, dude. Oh no. But though you still can't forget about our other ones, our good partners over at BFI, as well as our ones in DFW, SCD, LGF, who's coming back pretty soon. The Viva One as well. I think I hit everything. But also as well as a huge shout out to our partners at BWTV coming out. Oh shit! 3 count. My bad. I was not paying attention to that one. Whoopsies. Yuki Kurosaki getting a big victory there. Huge win there for Yuki Kurosaki. Can't count on Hina Sato though. So, ladies and gentlemen, here your winner getting 2 points on the board, Kurosaki Yuki. Yuki Kurosaki able to how much? Oh, this is just the second match of the tournament of 8. Because, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Another A-block matchup up next. Rene Onishi taking on Miyako. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, eight matches for the next 7 weeks. It's gonna be something. 7 weeks with 7 shows. Okay, so coming up next, another A block matchup. Renee Onishi taking on Miyako. Already, Neo taking a early lead in the A block, but she could be tied up here if either Miyako of Power Trip or Renee Onishi of TKK fixes up. Also, another interesting thing to note is 2 members of TKK are also in the J1. Find that interesting correlation. Not only are both Kurosaki sisters involved in this, you also have 2 members of TKK in this. This makes everything very interesting. I wanna feel, wanna learn that something real, wanna learn something I wanna. Jacob, I'll tell you what to do and you'll like it, Kappa. I was confused. We don't converging toward my mind, so what I cause I can't justify the way everyone is looking at me. Nothing to gain, hollow when alone. And the fault is my own, and the fault is my own. I wanna heal, I wanna feel. I thought it was never real. I wanna live the world Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is the first round matchup of the A block in the J1 Climax. Introducing first, representing TKK from Yamaguchi, Japan, she is Onishi Reina. First, Renee Onishi. Definitely an impressive woman here in JSW. Don't get much to see her in singles action, so the J1 is a real treat to see her here. Kate Whitaker had car troubles and couldn't make it. Damn. I didn't know Kate Whitaker had trouble driving in Japan. Also, why are you laughing at Climax? I mean, I get Climax is kind of a funny word, but come on. Oh, shit. I did not mean to click off of that too early. I mean, damn pesky production guys. Bob, what the hell are you doing? Of course, ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent, representing the Power Trip from Yamaguchi, Japan, she is Miyako. Well, it's been a while since we've seen Miyako, as well as the rest of the Power Trip, her and Maya, and well, we already have seen Julia back at American Beatdown. It'll be interesting to see what how this goes between Miyako and Renee. 2 women who don't have a lot to say, but they let their actions speak for them here in JSW. Of course, it is friendly to note that Miyako is, of course, a former member of Katsuki Gun, turning on Katsuki Gun earlier in the season. Earlier in the year, you can even say, to back up Power Trip, one of the youngest factions here in JSW. Is anywhere, though, headbutt here by Renee Onishi. Lock up now by Onishi and Miyako. Locked up here, and the referee getting in between both women, and we get a clean break. Is now heading caught there by Miyako's Renee, and Miyako planting Renee down, grabbing both legs here for a cover as well. And not even getting a 1 count as Renee able to kick out. Of course, as I was expecting, this is going to be fast-paced action. It's Renee Onishi, one of the women who's surprising herself with strength and speed, taking on one of the stronger members, one of the more technical members of Power Trip as well. Lock up here by both women. Now Rene getting behind Miyaku. Wrenching on that gut there. Continue to wrenching on that gut. Here we go. Trying to go for the kick, but no block there. Trying to go for shots here, but no shot to the head there by Miyaku. Miyaku now sending Rene over the top rope onto the apron with a big strike there. Now trying to work over these arms. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to give a quick reminder. Of course, JSW, the main show itself, comes back this Tuesday. Great card if you've already seen it on Twitter. If not, check out our Twitter. Fisher Star Rest 1. Really great Twitter. Get all your JSW news over there. You know. Yeah. Now Rene throwing Miyaku back inside the ring. Rene now trying to go for the stomp, missing it though. Strike, but got caught once again as Miyaku plays her down. Covering those legs again, but not even getting the cover. Yeah, getting choked at the ropes though. That's the refs are lenient here. Toe drop takedown there. Now once again doing it. Just planting her down. Now trying to work over the leg here. I mean the arm, my bad. Trying to work over the arm here. Now, oh! Back breaker there, connecting, and now going to hook the leg for the cover. One, and the kick at the one. Kick to the back. Now Rene Onishi trying to work over Miyaku with an elbow there. The clothesline sending Rene over the top rope and onto the outside. Look at this Miyaku. Stretching herself out before she continues more in this matchup here with Rene. Going to throw her right back inside the ring. I think Miyaku more or less playing around with Onishi here. Taking one of the more silent and unknown TKK members as a joke, and I don't think that's the one thing you want to do, especially when it comes to Rene Onishi. So I'll continue to work over Rene Onishi here. Trying to work over the chin here, but no, Miyaku able to punch the gun, a punch right to the head, able to get out of it. Miyaku here, no, getting caught here by Rene. No, Miyaku with a slap to the wrist of Rene. So now Miyaku has Rene up and plunges it up with the inverted DDT. And here we go, drop it there to the back. I think Miyaku now going to go for that cover. Up for leg one, and oh, kick out before even one can happen. Here we go, elbow there to the face. And now Rene has Miyaku up, plants her down with Emerald Explosion and hooks the leg here for the cover. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're just here. Welcome to your third match here this evening of the J1 Climax, your second matchup in the A block. We have another B block matchup coming up next after this, but Rene now setting up for that running power bomb of hers, laying down Miyaku, but right next to the ropes, and the ref has to call for a rope. But of course, after this, we have another B block matchup as Kazashi goes one-on-one against Cherry Bomb after this. It would be at the halfway point. It's now getting pushed off there. Rene now going in here right with a huge backbreaker, now just stretching out Miyaku on the knee. Continuing to stretch her out before pushing her off. Rene now saluting to this crowd. Yes, sir. Getting that TKK hype. We go off the ropes and huge chops here to the head. Now has her up once again. Another huge ammo explosion playing down Miyaku. Going to hook the leg. 1, 2. Only the 2 count there. Now Rene, no, kick to the leg there by Miyaku. Miyaku, no, getting caught there. The kick to the gut, elbow to the face though there. Miyaku now has Rene up on the shoulder here. Plants her down! Now gonna pick up Rene, but Rene now jabbing and connecting there to Miyako. Onishi now. Could be looking for that. No! Miyako rolls through! Cover here, left in position 1. They kick it out 1 by Rene Onishi. Miyako now gonna pick Rene back up to her feet. Miyako with a strike to the head there. That Russian leg sweep. And now getting the octopus stretch in here, locked in, but no! Able to get out of it is Rene. With the strikes here to the head. I guess Miyako didn't have it locked in all the way completely. No headbutt there. Rene has her set up in the corner, but no, Miyako gonna push her out. Miyako though, kick to the gut. Picking Rene up. No, Rene getting behind and a strike right to the back. Onishi now has Miyako. No, Miyako turning things around. Has her in a headlock. And oh! Just plants her down and Miyako telling her to bring it. This crowd trying to root on Rene Onishi. Miyako sending her to the outside once again, and both of them on the outside. Ref officially showing the 20 counts. Kicks coming up from Miyako. Rene blocking it though. Rene Onishi now throwing Miyako right back inside the ring. And Onishi gonna look to fly. Onishi going up to the higher end district and headbutt. Diving headbutt connecting there. Very risky maneuver, but it pays off well for her. Gonna pick her up. No. Miyako turning the ground. Jab the head up by Rene Onishi. Onishi slants her down. Now trying to catch him, a quick breather there. A kick to the gut. Stomp to the arm. Here we go, no, trying to work her over. Big kick there, sending her into the corner. Oh, Miyako throwing Rene into the corner with the drop kick, but no, I think Rene blocking it there. Rene catching a lariat there to Miyako for her trouble and a stomp as well. Rene Onishi trying to pick her up, another jawbreaker here by Miyako. Miyako with the drop kick as well. Now picking her back up to her feet. Miyako has Rene up on the shoulders here. And just gotta plant her down. Now not getting done, gonna try and look for that Hydra lock, that octopus lock, that Russian leg sweep into the octopus stretch here. No! Rene with a kick to the back of the leg, saw it coming with a shot there to the back. Onishi now looking forward, Emerald Explosion connecting, hooks that leg. 1, 2, they got a 2 there. Here we go, gonna be looking for that running sit-out powerbomb here. If she gets it off, that could be it! Running sit-out powerbomb. Now gonna hurt the leg. 1, 2, no! Here we go, trying to work her over here. Work her away, sending the arm down on the mat. Good strike there, Miyako now. Russian leg sweep, could be too close to the ropes and into that octopus stretch. Like I said, could be too close to the ropes, and I think she was, as the ref called for a rope break. Instead, gonna go with an immediate cover here. 1, 2, no. Nope. Working here, another huge clothesline, catching, and a big kick right there to the face. Picking it back up, has her up on the shoulders now. Miyako here, planting Rene down on that mat. Now gonna hook the leg for the cover. Is that all she wrote for Renee? 1, 2, no! Renee Onishi still showing that fighting spirit of hers. There we go, that Russian leg sweep. Now, with that octopus stretch, and Renee has no choice but to tap out. Gotta give Renee some credit. She tried to hold her own, but Miyako is just too much. Nail has some stiff competition. There's some stiff competition here tonight. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner getting 2 points on the board. Miyako. Here's congratulations to Miyako, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. More action up next. B block action. Kazashi taking on Daybreak's Cherry Bomb, and that's next.
Watch yoga videos after.
Ads. Ads. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, up next, B block action. Kazashi of Ketsuki Gun. That's what this song is. That's what this song is. Hold on. Kazashi taking on Cherry Bomb up next. Or do you have Katsuki Gun's Kazashi? Or do you have Daybreak's Cherry Bomb? What do you have, ladies and gentlemen? Who's getting 2 points on the board? Is it Kazashi or is it Cherry Bomb? Let voices be heard. Seven times, Jesus Christ, Fidel. I'm not gonna forget how. Jesus. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a B block matchup in the J1 Climax. Introducing first, representing Katsuki Gun from Tokyo, Japan. She is Kazashi. Of course, Kazashi, the older sister of Kana Kenki, out here alone tonight. Not with Katsuki Gun because, you know, can't have, factions helping you. Want to keep things fair, you know. But, she does have a great challenge set up ahead of her. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent representing Daybreak from Kanakura, Kanagawa, Japan. She is Cherry Bomb. Of course, Cherry Bomb as well, looking to get herself back up as a notable person, be alongside her partners Drew and Madison. It's also being a recognizable threat here in JSW. fact, for those of you unaware, she was here originally on her own. The Rebel Punk, I think was her nickname. Of course, bringing in her friend earlier in the year, and now Cherry Bomb looking to try and get herself back up into that position she was at once before. So here we go now. Kazashi's ready. Cherry Bomb's ready. The referee ringing the bell. The 25 minutes on the board. The crossbody already to start a quick cover here. One. They kick it on one by Cherry Bomb. Now Cherry Bomb throwing Kazashi onto the apron here. Of course, this is, very interesting action. It's been a while since we've seen Kazashi in actual action here in JSW, so let's see what the older Kenty can bring to the table. Huge stunner there by Cherry Bomb. Trying to go for the kick, but no. Kazashi turning things around. Shots here to the back. Shot to the gut. A forearm strike connecting there. Another forearm strike connecting, sending Cherry Bomb to the corner, but Cherry Bomb blocking it. Blocking the forearm strike there, and Kazashi with a huge forearm strike, sending Cherry Bomb down to the mat. Or down to a knee, I should say. Now has her here by the head. Going Cherry into the corner. No, Cherry with a knee to the gut. Cherry Bomb with a spinning knee right there to the face. Can't count out Cherry Bomb with some innovative offense there. Cherry! Shoulder thrust sending Kazashi to the outside. Cherry Bomb already taking lightly her opponent here tonight. Going over the kick, but no. Kazashi turning things around. Shot to the back there by Kazashi. The curl. Give me damn. Yeah, Cherry Bomb does get you banned in VPW. We're talking about those really, really nice stars there on her top. People like to talk about those stars a lot on the top. They're really nice, they do look nice. They're pretty big too. Anyway, off the ropes, jumping over there is Kazashi, ducking underneath it, Kazashi now with a huge drop kick there to Cherry Bomb. Trying to go for the stomp, but Cherry Bomb able to roll out of the way of the stomp. Kazashi trying to pick up Cherry Bomb, but Cherry Bomb low with an arm drag there to Kazashi. Cherry now picking Kazashi up here. Cherry Bomb slamming Kazashi into the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times there, trying to disorient her opponent. Cherry Bomb wanting to show off that Cherry Strong style of hers. Trying to show that she as well is just as tough as the other two members of Daybreak. Again, she's in there with the unpredictable Kazashi with a huge shot there by Kazashi. Kazashi now tossing Cherry Bomb. Chris, ladies and gentlemen, also if you are just tuning in, welcome to your fourth matchup of the evening. The halfway point! As a diving down drop kick there, connecting, going to hook the leg here for the cover. 1, and just a 1 count. Now Cherry back up to her feet. Cherry Bomb trying to turn things around. Has the sleeper hold applied here to Kazashi. Could Kazashi be tapping? Could Kazashi be tapping here? Still locked in. That sleeper hold, that chicken wing sleeper hold. No, Kazashi able to break out of it. Here we go now. Irish rip into the corner. No! Cherry Bomb moving out of the way of the drop kick. Face there by Kazashi. Kazashi drop kicking Casper. Here we go, Irish whip into the corner. No! That hindsight of Cherry Bomb is a lethal weapon. As Cherry Bomb now looking for Cherry Strong style, connecting. Hooks the leg now. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count there. Not enough to put away Kazashi, but Cherry Bomb getting fired up here, and I don't think Travis is here, Cherry. There we go, huge forearm strike there. Now turning it down into an atomic drop and gonna pick her up and slam down Kazashi there. Cherry Bomb now as the heads wrap between those thighs and slams a fist down on top of the forehead of Kazashi. Now Kazashi, no! Huge kick there to the face. May have knocked out Kazashi here. Is Cherry Bomb gonna turn her around? Hooks that leg here for the cover. 1, 2, no. Only 2 count. Cherry Bomb now gonna back into the corner, and I think I know exactly what Cherry's looking for. Screaming out here into the Tagata crowd. And Cherry's no! Kazashi reversing Cherry strong style here. Now Kazashi, no! Cherry Bomb stopping, a kick there, stopping possible. It could have been a roundhouse kick, huge chop to the chest. Now has Kazashi up on the shoulders. And Cherry Bomb dropping Kazashi face first on the ropes. Now Cherry Bomb crawling atop Kazashi. Cameraman getting all the right angles tonight. He's now going to load these vicious headbutts to the head of Cherry Bomb. Now Kazashi Cherry Bomb picking Kazashi back up. It's now Cherry Bomb has that arm. Kazashi locks in the chicken wing out, locking in that sleep hold, trying to choke the life out of Kazashi here. Could Kazashi be tapping? Will she tap? Will she tap? And Kazashi has no choice but to tap. Cherry Bomb able to get 2 points on the board. Like I said, this is already turning out to be an interesting and, can I almost say, ruthless competition with Gear 1 this year. No disrespect to Kazashi. Kazashi hasn't looked like she skipped a beat for singles action, but Cherry Bomb just too much for Kazashi tonight. So there was that first Cherry strong style. Wasn't enough though. That spinning kick there to the head maybe could have knocked out, maybe put at least Kazashi in somewhat of a daze. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner getting 2 points on the board. Cherry Bomb. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. More A-block action, more J1 Climax action up next. As Mizuno Kanesaki takes on Christy Redding up next. It's a huge win though there to Cherry Bomb.
Smoky moonshine.
So we have, ladies and gentlemen, third A block matchup, our fifth match of the evening up next. Mizuno versus Christy Redding. Well, Mizuno joined in the ranks of her sister and get a huge victory here tonight. Christy Redding shocked the crowd. We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is an A block matchup in the J1 Climax. Introducing first, this is the phenomenal enigma, Kurosaki Mizuna. Mizuna Kurosaki. Definitely wants to look to make a big impression here for the J1, just like her sister, and get a huge victory here tonight. Of course, though, her opponent is someone that's no stranger in JSW, and no stranger to her J1 either. As was trying to get into the J1 last year, ultimately coming up short. I believe it was the Bubbles. Just, ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent, representing Team GFY from the Space Colony Arc. This is the Super Sonic fan, Christy Redding, who's wearing a rig tonight. Of course, Christy Redding coming up short with her tag partner Yagi. An American Beatdown, failing to win those tag team titles, but that doesn't put a damper in the spirit of Christy Redding. Because now she could have the opportunity of becoming the second ever Case of Dreams holder. Again, though, the competition is fierce this year. Definitely has some stiff competition, but you never know. Chrissy could shock and surprise the world. She's done it in the past. Here we go, Mizuna ready. Redding's ready. Ready. As the ref rings the bell, our fifth matchup is underway. Our second to last A block matchup as well. Hey, welcome in, Eddie. There's a big kick to the back there by Christy Redding. Redding now with the stomp to the back of Mizuna Kurosaki. Now trying to work over Mizuna. Of course, both Mizuna and her sister Yuki have had a few issues here as of late since joining JSW. Maybe things are... No! Jake, no! You are not going to do that. Also, welcome in, Jake. Of course, later this evening we will see Kana Kenti in her own first round matchup as Kenti takes on Roy Mercedes. Is the last match of the B block. No! Take down there, Christy trying to the hurt karate cover. No! One count there. Mizuna able to kick out. Dave Mizuna and Christy as well, no strangers to each other. Elbows here to the ground. Actually, Jake Carter's here. Let me do a real quick shout out to our partners here, Reviva One. You can go check them out. They're all great. And also a shout out to Jake Carter himself. Really great person. I need to change your command. Now here we go. Stunner there on the ropes, and now heading up to the top rope as Christy going to look to fly. Other people are flying to the outside and have flown to the outside, and it hasn't worked for them. So Christy, I highly suggest you don't. No. Hey, as well as shout out to the rest of our partners. Yeah, that'd be great. And besides Reviva One, also shout out to our other partners in SCD, DFW, BFI, LGF, VPW. All those great people, as well as yeah, just check them all out. They're all great people. We need to make a few more commands. One from the Radius, one for the WTV itself. I'll do it one day. VPE, yes. VPE is the command. Anyway. Yuki now. No! Big down there. Drives the knee into the face of Christy Redding. Yuki get a second. No, elbow to the face there by Christy Redding. Of course, also, yeah, shout out to Vidal, owner of BFI. Owner of BFI. Also, shout out to Aaron. Two people who also help with JSW. Can't forget our co-owner, Amber. I think it's under Amber. Yeah, it's under Amber. Yeah, there we go. It's under Amber. And as well as Adrian and Kiwi as well. Two amazing people as well. Now here we go. Mizuna up top. Moonsault connecting to Christy Redding. Cover 1, 2. No, that's what that. Now Mizuna has the head locked up here. Christy Redding unloading with these elbow strikes here to the top of the head of Redding. Stop there. Now I'm going to pick her up here, but no uppercut here by Redding. Redding now going to Irish whip Mizuna Kurosaki into the corner. And down goes the referee! There was a ref, what the hell? Tell me that somebody else saw that, and please clip that, because we just got some of our own GTT magic with the referee. I think we got the GTT ref on accident. Yeah. Mike Bison, what are you doing? No! Drop kick there by Mizuna. And Kurosaki now going to hook the leg here on Redding 1, and a kick out of 1 there by Chris. Kick to the back now. No kick to the head though by Christy Redding. A kick to the gut now by Kurosaki. And Kurosaki with a death press to Redding. Lou Dez would definitely be proud of that one. Yeah. I'd definitely be proud of that one. Referee starting that 20 count with both women here on the outside. Big forearm strike blocking it though. Redding though going to go right back inside the ring. She doesn't want to do anything on the outside. I don't blame her after maybe just blowing out a knee. I'm surprised she can still run and compete. So that Meteor on the outside early in the matches. Here we go. You get side. Mizuna, my bad. Side up. Looking the leg 1, 2. Only a 2 count there. Mizuna now showing off that stiff elbow hood, that stiff forearm that could knock out Christy. If she's not careful. Christy though with that jawbreaker ready. Christy Redding now has her here, plants her down, and hooks the legs here for the cover as well. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2 there by Mizuna Kurosaki. Now trying to work over the head and neck of Mizuna. Plants her down on the mat. Christy Redding now backed up into the corner. Could be looking for spin dash here. Or crisscross. Definitely could be looking for crisscross here, ladies and gentlemen. There it is! Crisscross connecting! Dragging her away from the ropes. Gonna hook the leg here. Is that all she wrote from Mizuna Kurosaki? 1, 2, 3, no! 2.9 as Mizuna kicks out. I don't think Mizuna wants to be shown up, especially by her sister, who just got a pretty big victory over Hina Sato earlier this evening. It's a big strike there by Christy Redding. Another big strike there by Redding. And Redding now turning things around and a kick right to the head. Redding now going to pick Mizuna back up to her feet. Redding now has Mizuna up here and plants her down on the mat. Center of the ring. 1, 2, no. Now here we go. Redding has her up top on the shoulders. Redding dropping Mizuna face first on the rope. Now Christy, we're looking for crisscross, point blank crisscross here. No, Christy has her up. But Mizuna getting behind Redding. And now strike into the gut by Christy. Christy now gonna actually Mizuna over the top rope under the apron. Strike though missing. Catch her with the stunner, sending Mizuna to the outside. And Christy gonna follow in suit. Stay hydrated, folks. I have to believe already had a 2 count. Mizuna back inside the ring. Christy following in suit. And Mizuna! No, got caught in the whole Corona there. And taken down by Christy Redding. Redding now hitting the leg for the cover, but the ref immediately calling for a rope break. Going over the kick with Mizuna right back up to her feet. Mizuna now. Christy turning it around. Kick with the back of the leg of Mizuna. Now has Mizuna here. Gonna Irish whip her into the corner. Redding now could be looking for something big here. A big kick there to the gut of Mizuna Kurosaki. Redding now turning Mizuna around. And no! Mizuna moving out of the way. And caught down the kick there by Christy. Christy picking Mizuna back up to her feet. Slamming her face first into the corner. Mizuna getting caught with these shots and punches here by Christy Redding. Christy now stomped to the back. And now Christy going to drag her away from the ropes, rolling her over here. Center of the ring as she hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Mizuna still able to find the strength to kick out. Here we go now. Kick to the back by Redding. Stop there, but rolling away. Kick to the gut is Kitasaki. Kitasaki now with a huge fisherman suplex. 1, 2. No. Double foot stomp connecting and a kick right to the back as well. As Yuki now is going to run up top, and Yuki going to look to fly here, maybe drop that elbow. Drop the phenomenal elbow of hers. No! Swanton! I forgot she had the Swanton. My bad. Hooks the leg there. 1, 2. No! The all amount of times she points at an elbow, you'd expect maybe she'd have the phenomenal elbow, but no, Swanton wasn't enough though. The arm drag there. Never gonna back up to her feet. Big strike sending her into the corner. Christy Redding. No. Mizuna turning things around. Mizuna with a kick sending her down. Now picking her up and a swing! Batter right there to the head. Now gonna hook the leg here for the cover. 1, 2. Got a 2 there. Now here we go. Christy has her up. No, Mizuna turning things around, rolling through into a small package. 1, 2. No. Still not enough to put down Christy Redding with the shot there to the face. Spins her around. Kitasaki looking for it here. This might be too close to the ropes, but Kitasaki clash. Rolls through for the cover now. 1, 2, 3. Mizuna Kitasaki, just like her sister, able to get 2 points on the board.
The worst is over and the sins have been burned.
Can't count on anything in there. Christy Redding trying to give her hardest. And at the end, Mizuna Kitasaki able to pull through with that Kitasaki clash. Very perfectly timed Kitasaki clash, might I ask. Cold blood in the vein. Memories forever remain. There it is, that fisherman suplex right there. That changed the tide here. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner getting 2 points on the board. Kitasaki Mizuna. Mizuna Kitasaki, congratulations to you, miss. Both her and her sister pulling out surprising victories here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. B-block matchup up next. 3 more matches, by the way. B-block matchup up next. Ichika Kai, the JSW ambassador, taking on the bad account, Bad Amy. Up next. Trying to find music, I apologize.
First bite of the Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich, so you better make it the best one. Which is this one here?
No one cares. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, who do you have? B-block matchup up next. Ichika Kai versus Bad Amy. JSW ambassador, I believe last time we saw her, she came up short against Sophia, then Jones, now Winters, for the EWTV title, but Ichika Kai always looking to have a great showing as the JSW ambassador that she is known as. Of course, though, her opponent tonight is the all too unpredictable Bad Amy. Let's see how this one goes. Amy versus Kai up next.
I'm dying to see you, my friend.
Back in the old cemetery, I'm dying to see you, my friend. For my memories are fading, back to haunt me once again. No, my mind is somewhat jaded. Yeah! Need a strike again. Tonight, it's a hunter's mood. Who do you have, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have Ichika Kai? Do you have Bane of course, Slater tonight? Up next, actually, our co-main event, co-main event, Adriana Devitt taking on Toko Kawaza, and your main event, Kana Kenti versus Roy Mercedes. What's up next? Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's an B block matchup in the J1 Climax. Introducing first from Kyoto, Japan, she is the JSW ambassador, Kai Ichika. Ichika Kai, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Never count out this young woman. Always impressive anytime she stepped here into the realms of JSW and anywhere she goes, really. And of course, introducing her opponent. From Area 51. This is the bad account. Bad Amy. It's been quite some time since we've seen Bad Amy here in JSW. So goddamn, the lights are back out. Anyway, as I was saying, it's been quite some time since we've seen Bad Amy here in JSW, and now seeing her here in the J1 Climax, one can only wonder what this brings to the table with the bad account here. What are new sights are set being in the J1? Well, obviously your sights have to probably be set towards, in that case, a Dream's briefcase. Question has to be though is how she probably looks to pertain on getting it. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ichika's ready. And Amy's ready. The referee ringing the bell. And this match is underway. This B block matchup is getting pushed back into the corner. There is Ichika, but Bad Amy. Will this be a clean break here? As yes, it is. Well, the women showing massive respect for each other. Now Ichika gonna Irish whip Amy off the ropes here. And ducks under. And oh! Trying to work over that arm there. No. Ichika bringing the arm back behind, but Amy now has Ichika here in a headlock. He's wrenching down on the headlock. But no, Ichika gonna back Amy off into the ropes and throwing her off. And Ichika catching a drop kick to Bad Amy. Now gonna pick Bad Amy back up to her feet. Bad Amy though with the jawbreaker there to Ichikakai. Bad Amy, no, Ichikakai getting out of the way. Ichikakai slamming down onto Amy. Here we go, off the ropes now. Into the picture perfect moonsault. But Bad Amy able to catch Ichika off guard here. 1, 2, 3. What the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, your winner getting 2 points on the board, Bad Amy, and I don't believe Ichika, she's a little bit frustrated for that. That is the what? Right. I guess we move on to our next matchup. Devitt versus Kawaza next. That is the fastest J1 match I've ever seen. That's even including last year's when you had people like Holly Lance and Yui in there. What? Same with the ladies and gentlemen. Adriana Devitt taking on Toko Kawaza up next. You are so mistaken. I will take you in the flames. Have to do it the way we are right now. Never wanna leave this place and right now. See it in a different way. So right now, even if you take me on, I'll stand lonely. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your final first round matchup of the A block. Introducing first from Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada, she is the shooter, Adriana Devitt. Adriana Devitt, of course. Hasn't been seen in quite some time here in JSW, of course, doing a lot of work over for our partner company, LGF, which is the current, not LGF, SCD, which is their current North American champion. But Devitt back here is ready to get her takeover that she wants to do. Give me is JSW. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent. From Tokyo, Japan, she is Kawaza Toko. First, Toko Kawaza, the tag partner of Yuyan Kimi. But tonight, she is in the J1. Let's see where she can go through here in the J1. Gonna be an interesting one here to see how Adriana deals with someone like Toko. I don't think she's ever fought a person like Toko before. Now Devitt's ready. Here we go. Devitt picking up Toko here, gonna set her up on the ropes, and Devitt gonna throw her off now. Now elbows here to the face of Adriana. From Adriana here to Toko, and Adriana now has Toko up and gonna play Toko down on the mat. Adriana just almost bullying, trying to use her size and advantage over Toko Kawaza here. No, arm drag there by Kawaza. Now Adriana gonna throw Kawaza into the corner there. No, Kawaza planning Adriana face first there into that top turnbuckle. Now gonna throw her into the turnbuckle, and down goes Devitt. Like I said, I think this is gonna be an interesting one. Devitt hasn't faced a woman quite like Toko Kawaza, but you could say the same. Toko Kawaza never faced a woman quite like Adriana, and so far she's showing some interesting aptitude here. Planning down now is Toko. Toko continuing to try and work over Devitt here. She stomps away at the arm. Now continuing to work over Devitt here. Just continuing to work over, pulling back on those arms as that knee is placed right in the back of her spine. But this is the final first round matchup here for the A block of the J1 Climax. We got the final match of the B block coming up next. It's kind of Kenty taking on Roy Mercedes, and until next week. Already shaping up as an interesting setup here for the J1 as a kick to the back there by Toko. It wasn't out. And caught in the dragon screw there. Devitt now pandering to this crowd. The kick out of the chest. Devitt now going to pick up Kawaza with a huge clothesline here. Another huge clothesline to Kawaza. Off the ropes and catching that heel right into the face. Now going to pick Toko right back up to her feet. Devitt now has Toko Kawaza here. Looking for this huge gut. No, getting behind her instead. A strike right to the back. Kick to the gut. Toko now off the ropes and drives the knee right into the face. Could this be Kawaza's moment? Hook the leg here on Devitt. 1, 2. No. Not enough. I'm still shocked on how each of his matches went with that ending. Completely and utterly shocked. Here we go. Clothesline. taking Kawaza off her feet. So now Devitt picking up Toko once again with the big strikes here. Drops it elbow down there. And a stomp to the arm. And here we go, Devitt pulling back on the face, trying to maybe get that submission victory here, but no, can't get it instead. Kawaza able to roll through. A strike to the back. Dropping the leg down there is Toko. Toko now trying to work her way down. She picks her back up to her feet. And Toko with a big strike there. Another big strike by Kawaza. And Kawaza ducks underneath and catches the Pele there. Now, puts her up. Oh! I believe it's called Shiranagi. Could be wrong, but hooking leg there. 1, 2. No, Devitt's still in this. Devitt trying to keep herself alive here. Getting shot, getting picked up. Gordo Buster GTS is not enough to put her away. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, not enough just yet. Now trying to work over the arm here. Here we go, looking for that gut wrench. Power slam there. That'll be enough. It's down there, now it's down to the arm. Now raking away at the eyes. And no, missing that clothesline. And neither one can connect here, but now Devitt gonna throw Toko off the ropes. Catches her, trying to lift her up, but no. Shot to the back instead by Kawaza. And Kawaza now going to throw Devitt into the corner. No, Devitt moving out of the way. So here we go. Going to slam her down on the mat. Now picking her back up to her feet. A strike to the gut. Big kick there to the head. Out of the face over there. Kick to the gut. And Devitt has the boot pressed up against Kawaza here. Slams her down into a seated position. And now Devitt just trying to just using that size advantage that she has here. Carrying around Toko when she was nothing. Toko though with the arm drag. Now has her picked up, slams her face first there into the corner, elbow there into the face. And here we go, Devitt has her up, slams her down with a falling power bomb there. Now Devitt's pretty tall, I believe, standing in a solid 6'3". Could be wrong. Coming out 1 and 2, and a kick out there at 2 there. Devitt showing that cocky side of her as well. Just gonna pick up Choco once again for a wheelbarrow face! Breaker slams her down. Oh. Jacob? Wells? Buddy? Good? Go. Take down there by Choco Kawaza to Adriana Devitt. Like I said, Kawaza definitely trying to take it to Devitt here, and Devitt is giving her a run for her money. It's a kick to the gut, no getting caught there. Devitt was a huge double to belly toss. And oh, referee trying to back Devitt off. He might have a rib injury here on our hands, maybe. Yeah, both Yuki and now Toko definitely need to go get checked on by the medical examiner back there and make sure they're okay. As here we go, another gut bridge power slam. Devitt gonna drag Kawaza away from the ropes there, and now gonna hook the leg here for the cover. Is that all she wrote? 1, 2, no. Kawaza still in this one. Looking up, backing off, could be looking for that big boot of hers. That Devitt big boot, and there it is. Just down goes Kawaza. 1, 2, 3. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Adriana Devitt with her first her first 2 points on the board. This domination you don't see anywhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, getting her first 2 points on the board, Adriana Devitt. I fear for the rest of the A block, I'm not gonna lie. God damn it, Fidel! Adriana Devitt definitely gonna most likely celebrate with her boyfriend after tonight. God damn it, Fidel. It's okay, Jason. You can admit to everyone that you like to call her mommy too. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Main event up next. Kenty taking on Kenty versus Roy Mercedes up next. Adriana Devitt most likely gonna go celebrate with her boyfriend tonight. I wouldn't know how they celebrate. I don't know. Could be pegging. I don't know. Main event up next, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you have? Do you have the leader of TKK, the heart and soul of JSW, Kana Kenty, who is in action this Tuesday as well? Or do you have her opponent, one half of America's sweetheart, Roy Mercedes, who, again, I'm wondering how the hell he got in the J1 in the first place. Wait, is this their theme? So anyway, Kana Kenty taking on more Mercedes main event up next. Yeah, think we'll be alive. Think we'll be alive. Oh, damn. I feel lied to now. Why would you lie to me there, Wells? You smell. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest
You blocked me on Facebook.
is scheduled for one fall and is the final B block matchup in the first round. Introducing first, representing TKK, she is the heart and soul of JSW from Tokyo, Japan. This is Kenti Kana. Kana Kenti, the heart and soul of JSW, has been on a very devastating losing streak as of late. Would want nothing more than to get a huge victory here tonight before going in to fight Amara Parker on Tuesday. Of course, Amara Parker, the number one contender to the EWTV Women's Championship, has the opportunity to fight Priscilla sometime soon. They're in your head. Why are they in your head? They shouldn't be in your head, as though Kana now waiting for her opponent. Of course, now you're going to see why America's Sweethearts don't make sense here in a sec. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent. Introducing her opponent from representing the America's Sweetheart from Perth in Western Australia. She is Roy Mercedes. Roy Mercedes, one of the more interesting people to step foot here in JSW. I have nothing. I just have nothing to say. The fact that Roy is also in the J1 still makes me question. But I digress. Maybe Kana can sort out this as Kana's ready, Roy's ready. The referee ringing the bell and your main event is underway. As Roy Mercedes already going to kick things off here. She plants Kana down already. Roy is going to try and make quick work of Kana here tonight. It seems like dropping a knee down on the arm. Mercedes now with the shake there to the back. Mercedes, no. Kana! With an elbow and a huge snapdragon. That has to hurt Roy. He's not going to hook the leg here for the cover. Nope. Roy immediately able to get that kick out. The kick to the back now. And Kenti with a huge standing moonsault. Now Kenti going to pick Mercedes up here to a knee with a kick to the chest. Kana now with a big strike there to Roy, trying to go for a kick, but no, Roy moving out of the way, kicking the guts up on Mercedes. Mercedes! Slamming her face down on the mat. Mercedes not going to pick her up, but no. Of course, good leg twist there. Here we go, jawbreaker connecting. And a clothesline to take her down. Now here we go, Roy Mercedes unloading with the stomps here to the chest of Kana Kenty. And here we go, once again, just dropping a knee on the arm. Kana hasn't been able to get much offense out against Roy as a hook the leg here. No immediate kick out there by the heart and soul of JSW. She doesn't want to go down without the fight. Hugo has the knees pressed up against the ribs of Kana. And continuing to squeeze down on Kana Kenty. And the elbows here to the face of Kana. Into the face of Roy, I should say. Kenty, Irish ripping Roy into the corner. No, Roy turning things around for Kenty. Turning around once again. No, knee to the face of Kana. Kana now has Roy Mercedes here by the head. And slams him down, rolls through, drives the knees right into the arm. Of course, Kana Kenty wants to make sure that she can get through Roy, get on some kind of win streak, maybe go through, earn herself that case of dreams, to get herself a future shot whenever she wants at that JSW World title. Maybe she can dethrone Lady Winters, who knows? Now trying to work over the arm. And at the end of the day, that's what this is for the J1. That opportunity to get case of dreams and have your choice to cash in the world title anytime you like. Pretty much, actually, as long as you announce your, as long as you announce your, intentions known for the title, you get that cash in going and go. You could see it's a huge hurricane to take that. Well, Mercedes has some very interesting offense. I will give her that. Off the ropes now, and the huge drop kick connecting there for Kana. Can't get out with a huge moonsault to Roy. Gonna pick Roy Mercedes up to her feet, but Roy with a jawbreaker there. Roy kick to the gut. Mercedes now. Brainbuster connected to Kana. Gonna pick her right back up. And Kenty gonna get caught once again. No, pushed off there. Kana with the clothesline, taking out Roy Mercedes. Now where's Kenty looking to go to the outside, trying to go for the stomp, gonna connect it. No! Both women looking for something that couldn't connect anything. Referee at the count of 3, the 20 count clothesline there though by Roy. Roy trying to go for the stomp, couldn't connect it. Drop kick there by Kana. And for the count of 4. And Kenty, no, kick to the gut there by Roy. Roy now running back inside the ring, count of 5 now. Kana back inside the ring as well. Kana with the strike. Kana now has Roy here by the head. Kenty trying to work over the leg of Mercedes. Looking forward, Kimura kick connects. Stomp to the back once again. Now Kana. Armbar applied, grabbing the leg as well. Arm and leg bar locked in. Arm and leg bar locked in on Roy, but Roy able to get out of this maneuver. And Roy with a huge lariat taking Kana off her feet. Now Roy drops that leg on top of Kana. And they're coming here, 1, 2. Kick out of 2 by Kana Kenty. Roy looks visibly frustrated there. Roy showing off the guns here. This crowd not at all liking Roy Mercedes, not at all behind Roy Mercedes. No, huge lariat there by Roy. Another huge lariat there by Roy. Roy now with a third huge lariat, and back goes Kana into the corner. Roy now running at Kana with a big kick there, not done, swinging around, and a kick to the back as well for a good measure. Now has Kana here, gonna look for a back super. Kana now with a back flip to connect there. Kana now has Roy locked up here on the ropes and a big kick to the leg. Kick to the leg again to that brace leg, by the way. Kana with her no knee problems. A well-known documented knee problems. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, welcome to your main event of the evening of the J1 Climax. Your first week in the J1 Climax, the first round of the J1 Climax. Here we go, drop that like once more. Kana Kenty, is that enough to put her away? 1, 2, no! Kana still somehow surviving. Trying as hard as she can. Kana Kenty though, catching Roy up here. No! What a Buster GTS. Kana not done. Handing to this crowd the heart and soul of JSW, the leader of TKK. Not wanting to be taken down lightly. Axe handle here, another huge axe handle. Kana Kenty now spear there into the corner. Rolling through, trying to get this crowd hyped up behind her. And a hip attack to connect. Kana has Roy up on the shoulders now. Looking for that Kimura kick to connect. Kana gonna roll Roy over. Hooking the leg here for the cover. Is that enough? 1, 2, no. Kana trying to figure out what motion he needs to do. Maybe get that Spike Lotus driver. Maybe another octopus stretch. Who knows? Trying to go for Larry there, but instead getting kicked right in the back of the knee. Again, that bad knee for no knee issues. Could have some problems. Jaw breaker there. Kick to the gut. And maybe this might be what does it for Kana. Spike Lotus driver. Hooks the leg. Is this enough for Kana? 1, 2, 3. Kana Kenty gets 2 points on the board and breaks her losing streak.
You blocked me on Facebook.
Talk about a great win there for Kana. Able to knock off Mercedes. Try as hard as Mercedes could against Kana. She couldn't mount enough of an offense against the heart and soul. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner getting 2 points on the board. Kenty Kana. Congrats to you, Kana Kenty. You broke the losing streak. Now can you get a win over Amara on Tuesday? That is the question. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in to the first week of the J1 Climax. I've been your color commentator, Adam Rage, signing out saying goodbye and good night. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.